This is the iPad.
Let Granddad do it.
Yeah, let
Yeah,
Granddad
Granddad
say
do
it.
it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, Dad, sit right there. Dad, sit right there.
Take
It'll
one.
get
Take
me.
one.
It'll get me right here. Okay.
And I was just in front of the camera.
Hello, my name is Brandon Little, and today I'll be talking to you about the Second Amendment, which in recent events has become thrust into the spotlight because of the tragic Orlando shooting, in which a deranged member of, we believe, or ties to ISIS, murdered 50 innocent civilians, which has become the largest mass shooting in American history. And thoughts and condolences to their families. A well-regulated militia bring necessary to the security of the free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That is the Second Amendment. I shall read it again. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Sounds a lot different than the right to bear arms, right? Perhaps there is no better division in the agendas of political parties nowadays than the views in the Second Amendment. What I'm here to tell you today is that the Second Amendment and what it actually says is a very much deeper subject than the decision to carry guns or not. With the Constitution being written a written and living document, and the known context of the Bill of Rights, we are able to dig deeper into the Second Amendment and see what the Founding Fathers were really trying to convey to us. Through discussing the two sides of the Second Amendment, the militia and the arms, we are able to discover its context and whether action can be lawfully taken to it. Many people believe that the right to bear arms is the only discussable matter in this amendment. However, that is furthest from the case. I believe that the main objective in the amendment was to establish the ad hoc militia, which is the add-on to the state. Because it says the state, I believe, which was, like I said, to defend the state in times of political tyranny. One of the main reasons the Founding Fathers wanted an ad hoc militia, was because the populace of that time absolutely hated standing armies. In fact, David Van de Croy, in his study of the Second Amendment, says that the majority of the people thought that a standing army was the biggest threat to liberty. And Professor Levintova from UCLA believed that it was used to instruct fear, and only those of our friends overseas had standing armies. Well, when the militia was used, it was to protect tyranny, I said. What exactly is tyranny? Tyranny is cruel and oppressive government rule, by Webster's Dictionary. Could taking guns away from the people be considered tyranny? Should a militia be formed? Should we all grab our guns and march to the White House? One cannot pick and choose what to omit from the Constitution by basing it all on a portion of a single amendment, one that I believe the Founding Fathers placed to protect us. This can be tied into the belief that law-abiding citizens should be able to carry weapons, as it says in the Bill of Rights, clearly. Rush Limbaugh says, which is a clearly unbiased source. Why aren't you sympathetic to the rights of ordinary citizens whose home security is demonstratively enhanced by the right to own semi-automatic weapons? To take away the right to bear arms would almost take away any power that the citizens have to revolt against supposed tyranny, given that an ad hoc militia, like it was instructed in the Constitution, was able to carry firearms. Which brings me to a bigger point. To pick and choose which amendments now satisfy the current times is absolutely tyrannical of definition. The government cannot take out a particular agenda at the expense of someone else's inalienable rights, because the Constitution was written on a completely neutral agenda. The Founding Fathers did not have any clue what party agendas they'd be violating when they wrote the Bill of Rights. It was supposed to satisfy all people of all different backgrounds, not to infringe upon anything and not to offend anyone. That is why it was ratified by almost every single state. As a society, we've construed each amendment to mean certain different things when we have to look at it from its entirety. When it says state, is the government talking about a state's rights or individual rights? I don't believe anyone has the correct answer to that question, which I believe is why we cannot infringe upon it. The Second Amendment is a much bigger issue than we actually give it credit for. I hope that I have brought this issue into some new light for you, that you can form your own opinions, not to believe what each different political party's agenda is telling you on the news, and that when a mass shooting like the one in Orlando occurred, and it's spun to mean, okay, should we carry guns or should we not carry guns, that, in my opinion, that's not the right time to make that decision, but a time to reach out to the families in need, and to not make every single thing about politics, when in fact the Bill of Rights was clearly written on the neutral agenda and not of any left or rightist movement. Thank you.